Hello world, and hello my fellow photographers. So normally I speak about how to be confident, but today I want to create this quick video to show you, particularly if you are a new photographer, how to help make your client feel comfortable and confident in front of the camera. There have been many times I've heard people say that the photographer that they worked with did not make them feel comfortable, that they didn't know what to do, that the photographer didn't speak with them. And I don't want that to be something that your clients or your customers say about you. So if you're new to photography, you may also be a bit at a loss on how to direct a photo shoot. You may not know exactly what to do with your camera shy clients. So what you always want to do is you just want your client to be themselves. And if they are feeling kind of stressed out about the whole situation, you can just tell them to just stand how they would normally stand. And they might say, I don't know, and they might have to think about it, but just get them to be in a place where they're just standing how they normally would stand. So maybe they'll stand something like this, right? And then you just start there. Take a few shots with them. Tell them how they look lovely, beautiful, handsome, whatever, because of course they do. You know, they've gotten themselves dressed up, they've gotten their makeup done, and you know, they are looking lovely. So you are absolutely telling them the truth. Even if they are looking a little bit awkward standing like this, right? What you want to do is you just kind of want to gradually work that person into moving. So you could say, okay, that looks great. Now, could you just stretch your core up and just, you know, have a little bit more posture? And so you can talk them through, you know, standing up, having a strong core, and take a few more photos. And then say, okay, that looks lovely. Can you take your right hand and put it on your hip and your left hand on your leg? And have them smile. And then just say, oh, that's lovely. Just turn your head a little bit. And have them turn their head just a touch. You can have them switch hands. Okay, that looks great. Just what would happen if you switched and put your left hand on your hip, your right hand on your leg? So just have them make slow, just naturally slowly move them, right? So now let's say they're standing like this, but they've been standing in the same pose, right, with their legs, their feet for a while. All right, so tell them to pivot a little bit. You can have them pivot a little bit. Tell them to stretch out their leg and just bring it, then slide it in close to their body and smile. And then you can have them gradually say, okay, that looks great. Now, what happens if you just put your foot in front? What happens? Let's try it. Okay, nice. What if you take your foot and just cross it? Oh, what if you put both hands here? What if you moved your hands like this? So just having them go one step at a time, basically talking them through small movements. You know, work with, you know, them changing their arms. What happens if you switch this? I'm just curious how it looks. This would be a little bit more closed off. So I actually don't recommend you take that many photos with their arm blocking their body, because that's going to close them to the camera and their audience. But you can just try it and have them do different things, okay? The other thing is that I have found really helps people to relax is if they're standing and you feel like they're not breathing, reminds your client to breathe. Also, you can use some music in the background of their choice, what they connect with, so you can play some music. It depends if you're outdoors on a location, that might be a little bit trickier. I actually one time sang to a client. So you kind of do what you need to do. But you may find someone still is kind of, even after talking them through some small movements and moving around, maybe they're still kind of stiff. So you could have them gradually. I found this helps to get people to relax slowly, just swing from side to side. And actually, then as they're swinging slowly like this, you can start snapping your camera. And as you're snapping away, you're going to get them in like a pose that's going to be kind of like this, right? So it looks like they're in motion, or it looks like there's some kind of activity, and they are going to look relaxed. Their shoulders are going to be relaxed. They're going to be breathing a little bit. They might look at you funny in the beginning, right? I've gotten some looks from my clients when I've said, just gently go like this, just slowly. You don't want them twisting fast, right? Unless it's some kind of fast action dance shoot maybe. But, you know, just slowly while they're breathing does kind of get them to relax. Another thing that I find is some people are very comfortable standing and some people are more comfortable sitting. So it depends on, you know, that person's comfort level. So I do also recommend that depending on how, you know, you want to read your client, depending on how they are showing up, you may want to even at the beginning say, do you prefer standing or do you prefer to sit? And have something like a chair or a stool they can sit on. And if they say, I prefer sitting, well then forget having them stand, because they may just not know what to do with their bodies. And even if you're talking them through it, they might still feel uncomfortable. So if they say, I feel more comfortable sitting, just provide them with a stool or a chair. And then again, you can gradually just have them turn on this, switch your leg. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks nice, right? I would say you would want your client to have, if they cross their legs, their body open to the camera so that it will be also open to the audience. And then just have them do small changes with their body. Again, you do want to kind of keep them so that they're open to the camera, which will also keep them open to their target audience, whether they're actors looking to get noticed and picked up by casting directors, or entrepreneurs, you know, looking to improve their marketing or their branding for their business, whatever it happens to be, or is it just a fun photo shoot for a birthday celebration. You know, try to talk them into things, slowly work them into ways so that their body is more open to the camera. But just, what happens if you went from here to here? Just kind of talk them through it, and you don't really know either as a photographer, because everyone does have a, you know, different angle that they might look more comfortable in and might represent their personality better. But, you know, just start giving them a choice on sit or stand, and then just working, having them just go through small movements, talking them through it, and figuring it out with them, right? Because even though I have been a photographer since 2011, and it's now 2022, right? So that's 11 years. I don't always know, because everyone is different. So I do have to, you know, figure out the person's personality and what they're comfortable or not comfortable doing. So, you know, you're also figuring things out with your client. And so as a photographer, you do kind of have to check your ego at the door. It is kind of humbling because you don't always know exactly. You know, you have to be comfortable with yourself and experimenting to see what looks best for your customer and what might not look as good. But again, you want to, especially for someone who is uncomfortable, you know, talk them through and just have them make one small movement, whether it's a foot change or an arm change, just one thing at a time, so that they don't feel so overwhelmed. Because I have had people show up on photo shoots who are not comfortable, but then they just start doing all these like weird things like really fast, and what are you doing? Slow down. So, you know, getting them to slow down or just getting them comfortable with breathing. So these are my tips for how to work with your customer so that they can be comfortable when they're working with you, and so that you can help them to have their photos turn out, you know, beautifully. They look relaxed, you're proud of your work, you've given them a good, positive experience. They come away feeling empowered and confident as well, because they were afraid to do something, and now by talking them through things and just being patient and gentle and just doing one little small change at a time with the pose, right? You've built their confidence. They're like, wow, now I'm a selfie queen, now I'm a selfie king, I can do this. So it is really empowering for them and for you. And then of course they're going to also refer you to their friends and family because you made them feel so comfortable working with them. So I hope these tips help you if you are newly introduced or you're newly coming into this profession as a professional photographer, for how to get people who you're working with more comfortable. And if you have any questions, you can feel free. My name is Beth. I also go by Babs Photography, or you can call me Babs. I am also the Godfidence photographer. I go by that because our confidence, comes when we remember whose we are and that we are a creation of God. So, I'm here to help. If you have any questions, please feel free. You can reach out to me and I would be happy to support you as best as I can. All right? So have a wonderful day and happy shooting, and enjoy the process of creating images with your client.